The first light of dawn bathed the slopes of Mount Kenya in a golden hue, casting long shadows across the lush, fertile land below. The Kikuyu village of Kirinyaga nestled comfortably in the valley, its thatched huts dotting the landscape. The early morning air was filled with the melodious chirping of birds and the gentle rustle of leaves as a soft breeze swept through the banana groves and maize fields. At the edge of the village, Wanjiru, a young Kikuyu girl, emerged from her family's hut. Her mother, Nyambura, was already outside, skillfully tending to the garden. Nyambura greeted Wanjiru with a warm smile and handed her a basket filled with fresh vegetables to take to the market. The village market was alive with activity. Women in brightly colored kangas displayed their produce, mangoes, papayas, sweet potatoes, and yams, while men traded livestock and handcrafted goods. The air was filled with laughter, the clinking of cowbells, and the aroma of freshly brewed tea and roasted maize. Wanjiru navigated through the crowd, greeting elders with respect and exchanging pleasantries with friends. She stopped at her grandmother's stall, where Muthoni sold woven baskets and intricately beaded jewelry. Muthoni's wise eyes sparkled as she told Wanjiru stories of their ancestors, instilling a sense of pride and belonging. In the heart of the village stood the Mugumo tree, a sacred fig tree where the elders gathered for important discussions. The village chief, Mzee Kamau, called a meeting to discuss the upcoming harvest festival. The men sat in a circle, their faces serious yet hopeful. "We must ensure this year's festival is the best yet," Mzee Kamau began. "It is a time to give thanks to Ngai, the god of the mountain, for our abundant harvest." The men nodded in agreement, sharing ideas on how to make the festival a grand celebration. Some suggested traditional dances, while others proposed organizing wrestling matches and storytelling sessions to pass on their rich heritage to the younger generation. As the festival approached, the village buzzed with excitement. Women pounded maize to make ugali, while others brewed muratina, a traditional honey wine. Children rehearsed their dance routines under the guidance of their elders, their laughter echoing through the village. Wanjiru and her friends gathered wildflowers to decorate the village square. The men constructed a large bonfire and set up an arena for the wrestling matches. The scent of roasted goat meat filled the air, making everyone's mouths water in anticipation. The day of the festival arrived, and the village of Kirinyaga was a sight to behold. Colorful decorations adorned every hut, and the villagers dressed in their finest attire. The festival began with a procession to the Mugumo tree, where Mzee Kamau led a prayer to Ngai, thanking him for the bountiful harvest. The air was filled with the rhythm of drums and the harmonious melodies of traditional songs. Dancers moved gracefully, their bodies telling stories of bravery and love. The wrestling matches were intense, drawing cheers from the crowd as the competitors showcased their strength and skill. As the sun set, the bonfire was lit, casting a warm glow over the village. Families and friends gathered around, sharing food, drink, and stories. Muthoni captivated the children with tales of Kikuyu and Mumbi, the founders of the Kikuyu tribe, emphasizing the importance of unity and respect for the land. The festivities continued late into the night. The villagers sang and danced under the stars, their spirits lifted by the sense of community and tradition. Nyambura and Wanjiru sat together, enjoying the vibrant atmosphere. Nyambura looked at her daughter with pride, knowing that she was growing up with a strong sense of identity and belonging. As the flames of the bonfire crackled and the moon rose high in the sky, Mzee Kamau stood up to address the villagers once more. "Tonight we celebrate not just the harvest, but the strength of our community. We honor our ancestors and pledge to preserve our customs and traditions for generations to come." The villagers erupted in applause, their hearts filled with joy and gratitude. The Kikuyu tribe of Kirinyaga had once again demonstrated their resilience, their unity, and their unwavering connection to their land and heritage. As the first light of dawn broke over Mount Kenya once more, the village of Kirinyaga began to stir. The festival had been a great success, leaving everyone with a renewed sense of purpose and camaraderie. Wanjiru woke up with a smile, feeling a deep connection to her roots and a bright hope for the future. She stepped outside to find her mother already tending to the garden, a familiar and comforting sight. Together, they prepared for another day, ready to face the challenges and joys that lay ahead, knowing that as long as they had their traditions, their community, and their land, they would always live happily. And so, the Kikuyu tribe continued to thrive, their hearts forever intertwined with the fertile soil of their homeland, their spirits lifted by the timeless rhythms of their culture.